Broadcasting straight from the Rocky Mountains, you're listening to Paranormal Burnout Radio. And here's your host from Berto's Cosmonaut, Jade Stephen and Klaus Mondo. Stay groovy out there.
Welcome to Paranormal Burnout Radio. I'm Jade Stephen.
And I'm Klaus Mondo.
And we're the two members of Berto's Cosmonaut, and I'm really kind of happy.
I thought, wait, Burnt Toast Cosmonaut? I thought we were in OK Go.
Yes, we're in OK Go. I personally thought we were in Tokyo Hotel. It's hard keeping track.
No, dude, it's Tokyo Police Club.
Tokyo Police Club. I thought we were in a Tokyo Sex Club. That's where we're recording this.
Yeah, that's where we're recording this. Like that, you know, they got these hotels in Japan where, I'm not even going to go into it, but it cost me quite a pretty yen, so I hope you appreciate this, man. This was, this, I had to do some favors for this. The things that are about to be, the things that are about to be done to us, I had to do to Japanese businessmen, so...
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I know what you do for Japanese businessmen. So on a real note, have I ever told you about Paranormal Burnout Radio? I don't think you were even in Burnt Toast Cosmonaut when it was originally running.
No. I mean, well, I think maybe I did one odd episode with you.
You might have. None of those exist anymore because I'm a moron. But I had done like 20 episodes of Paranormal Burnout originally. But I, got real busy with life, school, music, relationships, all that jazz. And I wanted to bring it back, but I decided that it was something that needed to happen as a Burnt Toast Cosmonaut thing. So much has changed since Paranormal Burnout Radio was originally being made. Burnt Toast Cosmonaut grew by 2 at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to have you. I mean, we're pretty much starting off fresh. There may be a couple people who remember the original one who will listen to this. So, let me tell you about me, and then Klaus can tell you about him. I'm Jade Stephen. I am one of the members of Burnt Toast Cosmonaut. I'm an artist and a musician, but more importantly, a fan of music and a little bit of a skeptic. I love the paranormal. I think it's neat, but some of it is complete and utter bullshit. But no matter whether it's factual or not, it is almost always entertaining.
That's true. Very true.
Beyond true. Klaus, do you want to tell anybody about yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name's, I forgot about the chair. My name's Klaus. Some call me Jake, some call me Cthulhu, but I'm definitely not Cthulhu. I'm the keyboardist, occasional singer. I do all kinds of stuff, but I'm also very fascinated by the occult and the paranormal, especially the occult. I have quite a collection of grimoires and...
Well, that's because you're an outlaw space wizard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. I have a solo project called Outlaw Space Wizard. But, I'm a wizard. I'm also completely insane. But that's what happens when you read fucking grimoires and read L. Ron Hubbard while tripping mushrooms.
That is something that will happen to you. So basically I want to talk about what the format of the show going forward is. That's going to be me and Klaus here, bullshitting. And we're going to be reading paranormal stories. Any kind of news really that's just a little bit on the fringes. Not in conspiracy theory, they're making kids pee and poop in litter boxes in schools level. But...
what they're actually doing, from what I heard, is they're making the teachers do that. The kids have taken over a school in Weekapaug, and now it's kind of like, you ever seen Children of the Corn?
Yeah.
What's called Children of the Litter Box? and it's some weird fucking religion. I don't know, but I don't know how these teachers let a preschool take over and make them do that. Like, they're pretty weak.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think I could take 50, 40 preschoolers, you know. They must be some conservatives who are running that school. Those conservative teachers, they don't know how to handle kids. But yeah, I'm just really excited to have it back. I'm happy to be back with Paranormal Burnout Radio. I think this is going to be an exciting venture. We haven't put out music since 2021.
Yeah,
it's been a minute, but
I mean, even with my solo project, it's been like 2 or 3 years since I put out even like one song.
Which is funny because we hang out and do music all the time, but we don't actually. Well, we've been working on a very special Burnt Toast Cosmonaut project. Music from that will first release on Paranormal Burnout Radio, but that'll be out in time. You know, as you saw from our last work, Pork, we're experimenting more in multimedia, and I mean, I think that's really what's fun.
Oh yeah, like, why limit yourself to one medium as a band? Like, my concept personally of a band is, well, it can do music, but you could also do, you know, like stuff like a comedy troupe. I consider Whitest Kids You Know to be one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, comedy groups like Antidonna. I mean, I don't know if I'm a funny person.
Or AB Video Solutions, Alan Resnick and all them.
Oh yeah, Alan Resnick
that, folks. If y'all have never heard of Alan Resnick, that is a rabbit hole to go down. Start with This House Has People in It. That's a good puzzle box. But Live Forever As You Are Now. Yeah, that's the one you start out with. Start out with that one, and then just go from there. Trust me, you'll have a very good time.
Yeah, he's so interesting. I wrote a 16-page paper on him, which I think you can find online somewhere.
And and Robbie I think the other guy's name is Robbie Radisson or something.
Robbie Radke. Ronnie Radke.
Oh no, not Ronnie Radke. Dude, I don't even know what band he's from, and I'm so sick of hearing about him.
I think he's from Originally Escaped the Fate.
Before my Facebook page got deleted for the 50,000th time. I think they're just on to my duplicates. But I kept seeing news about this guy. I'm like, why? Why am I seeing news about him and Linkin Park, who I stopped listening to?
Yeah, it's the algorithm.
Yep.
But you know what? Speaking of artists and algorithms, I think it's time that we play the inaugural song. Jake, would you like to know who we're about to listen to?
Sure thing. This first band is
a good friend of ours. It's Ritualistic Trance. This is a gentleman out of French Canada. It's a fantastic song with a fun PC title, and I don't think anyone will get upset about this song. This is The Incel by Ritualistic Trance. And that was Futurist. Well, tell
That
us
was
about that.
Army Now by Futurist. Now, Futurist was a synth punk band, or I guess the PC term now, according to Wikipedia, is electropunk. But they were out of Lighthouse Point, Florida, which I know nothing about. Active from 1979 to 1984, and they had a British singer. I'd really like to know more about them. Like what the hell this British dude was doing in Light Point, Florida in the 70s. Okay, coke, obviously.
Yeah, I think he was doing coke. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, what'd you think of that?
I really enjoyed that. I was thinking that, here's my thing with a lot of early punk bands is they do that fake British accent, but the fact that he was British, I will forgive it.
Yeah, see, that's the first thing, they were like, Florida. When I heard of them, I'm like, okay, they're from Florida. Are they doing a fake British accent? I looked into it. No, he was British. He was just happened to be in Florida. And, I wonder what kind of culture really brought that about. And when you hear of synth punk, when you think of it, there was a big scene out in California, but it was much more avant-garde synthesizer music. There wasn't
that was
a lot
really
of
like
them.
a party sound.
Yeah, a lot of them were really out there. Some of them were more synth pop sounding, but this them and the Screamers. I know a lot of people probably heard of the Screamers, but they actually had a sound that I would consider, what came to mind when I thought of synth punk, like more diva-y.
Yeah. Well, it's really wild because, like, you see the changes in, like, synth music. Ritualistic Trance is a very contemporary act. They're still making music right now. I always find it it's really amazing how approachable synths have become. Because, 50 years ago, it was cheap guitars and amps, Now everybody has a synth in their pocket.
Yeah, well, drum machines, for example. Back in the day, they had whole genres, like hip-hop being defined by the 808. Because of its accessibility.
Well, the work Prince did with drum machines on Purple Rain can't be understood.
And now I can just pop open my fucking garage band and get 808 and boutique 808 or Linn drums, which was kind of the standard for your post-punk, your new wave bands with drum machines and shit.
I guess
and it's preloaded.
Big thing is if you want to make music, be making music nowadays. Nothing's stopping you. Other than your fears.
A little tip, though, do not break your hand.
Don't break your hand.
Yeah, especially if you play guitar or bass or keyboards, avoid breaking your hand.
You're dealing with a broken hand at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It sucks. I've had
That's what happens when you take the stranger a little too far, right?
Yep.
Don't break your hand to give the stimulation.
Yeah, that's. I got a little too enthusiastic there.
Little bit too enthusiastic. So a big part of Paranormal Burnout Radio is we just don't play cool underground music. We also talk about some paranormal news, and I have a story for you. Since the original episodes of Paranormal Burnout Radio, a lot has happened in the UFO world, alien world. When I was making this back in 2016, it was still a conspiracy. Nowadays, the government is very open about there being UAP or UFO. They call it unidentified aerial phenomenon now, not an unidentified flying object. There is a actual investigation team in the U.S. government now. People like Lou Elizondo and all those guys. Tom DeLonge.
I thought you were about to say Liu Kang.
Liu Kang. Tom DeLonge. I mean, ever since the Tic Tac UFO and in fact, this story is based on a documentary that's coming out. And in that documentary, it claims we're in an age of disclosure. Here's the story for you. UFO sleuths want fewer secrets in Trump-era investigations. Pentagon official vows aggressive data collection, swift resolution of cases. Aliens are real, and there's a government cover-up. New documentary claims Age of Disclosure features 30 U.S. officials speaking out on the alleged existence of aliens and UFOs. The Department of Defense. After generations of stigma and secrecy around sightings of UAPs, or what the public calls UFOs, investigators probing hundreds of unsolved cases say the second Trump administration could be a turning point for transparency. We're trying to get as much of the raw evidence out as we can without putting our partner equities at risk, said John Koslowski, director of the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, the government-wide task force leading research into mysterious sightings. The office has hired additional personnel, and we're investing in automated security review software that can redact the sensitive information from videos. He said of an effort to release more currently classified material related to the probes. Congress established the Resolution Office in 2022 to detect, identify, and attribute mysterious objects of interest in the air, outer space, and underwater, with special focus on mitigating potential threats to military operations and national security. More than 1,800 cases have been reviewed by the Pentagon so far, with the vast majority ultimately resolved as likely balloons, drones, debris, or animal based on a comprehensive review of available data. Kowalski says several dozen cases remain anomalous. Even after rigorous analysis of evidence, they continue to receive new reports of anomalies by military service members and the general public every month. It's a potential problem, a national security problem, safety of flight issues. Kowalski told ABC News, "We seem to have the full support of the administration in pursuing answers." President Trump has famously been a UFO skeptic. "It's never been a thing, I have to be honest," he told podcaster Joe Rogan in October 2024 interview. "I've never been a believer." But the president, who has full access to all government secrets as commander-in-chief, has also hinted on several occasions that there may be more information than has previously been revealed about alleged extraterrestrial life and unusual technological capabilities. "I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting," Trump told his son Donald Trump Jr. in an online video during the 2020 campaign. But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on. Since taking office a second time, Trump has vowed radical transparency across government. Last month, he ordered the release of all remaining classified files related to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy Jr. Some UFO enthusiasts across the political spectrum are pushing for a similar release of government files related to extraterrestrial mysteries. When you have only certain information that's shared with the American people, that's when conspiracy theories happen. And it's in my opinion that conspiracy theories can be detrimental, said Republican Anna Paulina Luna in April as she opened the House Task Force on the Declassification of Federal Secrets. Lawmakers from both parties have proposed legislation to force government agencies to disclose more information on UAPs, but Congress has yet to pass it. The issue is when we mix secrecy with a stigma, and that we create such a stigma around a phenomenon that it becomes difficult, if not impossible, for agencies, for people to look at the issue seriously, said former Associate NASA Administrator Mike Gold, who served on the agency's UAP Independent Study Team. Gold, who is now part of the UAP Disclosure Fund, an independent group of scientific and national security experts, says Congress must fund more aggressive analysis of troves of existing government data. If we study UAP, not only can we help with national security, Gold said, but even if we don't discover something exotic, what's the worst case scenario? We discover an incredibly new physical phenomenon? Whistleblowers advocates alleged secret evidence long denied. Critics of the Pentagon effort led by Kozlowski says it's been hobbled by staffing shortfalls, bogged down by bureaucratic confusion, and mired in excessive secrecy. In recent testimony before Congress, whistleblowers insist the government is still hiding evidence of a non-human intelligence, which top officials have long denied. Kozlowski has accelerated the release of intensive investigations, publishing unclassified resolution reports for some of the most high-profile cases, detailing the technical and intelligence analysis behind the conclusion. Our hope is to be able to triage them, identify those that have the best scientific data, the nexus with national security interests, and the true anomalies behind them, and focus our attention on those really anomalous cases, Kozlowski said. Last year, the Pentagon completed a historic review of 80 years of records, bless you, related to the unidentified anomalous phenomena, concluding there is no evidence that any U.S. government investigation, academic-sponsored research, or official review panel has confirmed that any sighting of a UAP represented extraterrestrial technology. That stands true, said Kozlowski. Government and private UAP investigators say it will take substantially more data to resolve the most persistent mysteries on file. As for whether he can categorically rule out the existence of an intact spacecraft or part of a spacecraft in government possession, Kozlowski said he had not been able to corroborate any claims but promised to push for public release of any likely findings of non-human intelligence. There's no precedent for that, obviously, but I think that we would take that up through the Secretary of Defense and allow him to make that decision. And that's our story from ABC. A lot to talk about there.
Yeah, shit.
So I know you're not like really on top of the UAP stuff. So I'm interested to hear what you feel from reading.
My first thought about in regards to Donald Trump is I think he's in on it with the Yerks. You ever seen Animorphs?
No, I never have.
Yeah, they were things that like crawl in your ear and stuff, and they were like chasing down the blue horse alien people.
Well, I mean, there's already brainworms.
That's it. I'm telling you, it's the Yerks.
Okay, but like, here's my big thing. They always do this run around. Trump wouldn't have made the Space Force and done all this disclosure stuff. I really am under the impression that he's a big, strong guy, and he got a little freaked out by the truths out there.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, like, he would have already been disclosed that during his first administration, I think.
Not if they threatened to kill him. Like,
like he would have been informed of that stuff. This is based on the assumption that anybody who's president gets access to all the info.
And what's one of the first things he did as president during his first term? He started the Space Force.
Yeah,
he immediately started doing this UFO stuff. What I find really interesting is that they go back to the Secretary of Defense. This is a defense issue. I mean, of course there's going to be things that are balloons and animals and such, right? That's just the way it is.
Well, I know for sure that, like the Russians, they did that monkey experiment. Well, now they got them to survive, and they're like breeding super monkeys with guns in space to drop down and take over the world.
Maybe. I don't like getting specific on any alien theory. I'm a very pragmaticist. I say we need to look at this from a militaristic point of view, an intelligence point of view. And, I mean, the fact that our government is talking about it in any sense and not just brushing it under the table is showing that there is some... We all know the military-industrial complex has people who are really calling the shots on stuff. The president, isn't the final person in all of this. If the Space Force and this UAP disclosure there's two possibilities. This could be a basic distraction, which I don't think it is with my experience of the bureaucratic confusion of government. The government doesn't run smoothly enough for big, perfect conspiracies.
Yeah, that's the thing. The big problem I have with a lot of conspiracy theories is that it assumes that all parts of government work efficiently, as they should, and in tandem. We know that is very much not the case.
Yeah.
Just
try and go get your license renewed or get a deed switched over or something.
Like half the time, the various arms of government are fighting each other over some bureaucratic bullshit. Or, typical power jockeying.
Oh, yeah.
And, see, I wonder how much of this that they do know is related to... military type stuff in regards to other countries. Like my joking about the Russian monkeys aside, that it could be something I'm hoping it's something cool like Aliens. But I'm going to be really mad if it's just like
China with a fancy jet.
Yeah, like.
Here's the thing. You've seen the Tic Tac video, right? U.S.
Maybe?
Navy released it?
Yeah.
Okay, there's definitely something going on that is amazing technology. I always find it funny. They're like, yeah, this totally happened, but we can't prove it was aliens. I mean, that in that case, okay, this technology exists. A country hasn't used it to totally dominate the whole world. Okay, so this is logically, it makes most sense that it would be aliens.
Yeah, because like
An
if it was
intelligent
some hella dope military thing that can just like a tiny unmanned drone that can do complete surveillance of a country or like set up us the bomb. You know, like I'm just ballparking here. You know, it could be anything, but if it was something that was world-changingly dangerous, it would be a lot. Well, we'd have like something would have happened by now.
We would all be speaking Bulgarian.
Yeah, we'd all be speaking Kazakhstani.
You know, one of these days we got to talk about some of the Eastern Europe conspiracy theories. I don't want to ruin them for you guys, but they're insane. They're crazy. Like, because we'll talk about. I'll find something to go over that.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, considering who the some of the people our government officials affiliate with, or who are affiliated with by proxy, they're getting into some pretty far out shit. Like,
Yeah.
Like there's this one guy who did now he's a far right philosopher. He used to be a far left guy, but he did a bunch of fucking meth and with his students in Aleister Crowley's Boleskine house.
It sounds like Elon Musk and the ketamine.
See, it's the drugs, man.
It's the drugs. Hey, speaking of drugs,
Snorting drugs, they're bad.
Here's a song you might enjoy while on drugs. I found these guys on Reddit. Great place to find new music by independent artists who, like, there's so many people posting to any of those subreddits. You can find something for yourself. This is the band Noise Hotel and their song Sweet Talk.
Let's skip the speaking, get to the cause, cut out the anguish, don't need applause, straight into action. I like it that way, 'cause nothing's weaker than the words we say. It's talking too much. It's killing us. It's talking too much. It's killing us. Let's cut the sweet talk. Get right to pain. Can't try no teardrops by walking away. This roller coaster is on its way down. It's our time that we figure it out. It's talking too much. It's killing us. the runaround. You've done to me. No, I don't want your sympathy. Just a minute of your time to have my say. Yeah. You give me the runaround, the runaround, run around. You give me the runaround, give it to the runaround. What do you give me the runaround, run around, the runaround, run around, around. You give me the runaround, run around, give it to the runaround.
Burnout Radio. That was Sweet Talk by Noise Hotel out of Ontario, Canada.
And Runaround by the Lambrettas out of Brighton, England.
No, you're all good, Jake. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You'll get fine to it. Be human. Be human. That's always the fun part of life.
Yeah.
So,
well, my galactic commander told me to act human.
I really like the Lambrettas. That was fun.
I didn't know
those
they
two
got back
songs
together.
Paired really well.
I heard that first one that by Noise Hotel, and I'm like, you know what? All right, same vibe. It just opportunity presented himself, and I've been itching for years to tell people about the Lambrettas, and no one will ever listen to me about them.
Now you're forced to.
Yeah, finally. But they're still they're. I thought they had broken up because their singer died, but according to Wikipedia, they're still going. So, yeah, they released an EP in 2017, but that song was from their big album. I can't remember when it was. Beat Boys in the Jet. Let me see. 1980. Yep, that's what I thought. That was off Beat Boys in the Jet Age from 1980 with their original singer, Jez Bird, sadly passed away. But yeah, great band, both of them.
Dude, very good, very good. I recommend checking them out. The main thing with this podcast is if you guys are digging the music, go listen to these bands. Add them to your Spotify. Add them to your Apple Music. Throw them on YouTube. Make your own playlist. Send your music that you like in.
Send us something obscure or weird that we haven't heard.
Yeah, always about it. That's the main thing. It's so hard to find original new music from bands that aren't from major labels or getting major pushes because of the algorithm. You can either get really local or, do the homework. But moving on to our next story. We're going to do one more story here, and then we're going to play some music, and then we'll come back with a wrap-up here. Sightings. Real quick. Jake, have you ever heard of Mokele Mimbe?
I can't say I have, but something kind of rings a bell there.
So, Mokele Mimbe is a supposed brontosaurus species, sauropod species, that is still alive in the Congo. Dinosaur.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's supposedly still alive out there. Now, there's a lot of contested stuff about it. I mean, but that'd be wild, right? It was made by a German racist. Like, that was the first confirmed European sighting, was a German racist in the 30s. And we all know what the Germans were doing in Africa at that time. So, understand that's part of the context.
My thing with cryptids, it's all like ghosts and UFOs. I get harder to catch. An animal, Especially something as big as a fucking brontosaurus.
For real.
Like
in an
big,
area as small as the Congo.
Like I can buy that maybe Bigfoot's good at hiding, just really, really fucking good. He's like Solid Snake.
Yeah.
He's like that's the truth behind Bigfoot. It's actually the real life Solid Snake. He's really learned to blend in. But yeah, like a brontosaurus. Whoa, look, that's a big fucking brontosaurus, Lord. Makes me think of the Bill Hicks joke.
Well, apparently there's
maybe it's hiding
increasing
in
numbers
Loch
of
Ness.
sightings. Sightings of the legendary Mokele Mimbe dinosaur of the Congo are increasing. What is going on? And this is from IFL Science, so yeah, independent football league science, I guess. Increasing numbers of people in Central Africa are claiming to have seen a mysterious creature known as Mokele Mimbe, the dinosaur of the Congo. But are we about to discover a hitherto unknown species, or is there something else going on? The dinosaur of the forest basin, Mokele Mimbe, comes from the Lingala language. And like we said, the first confirmed sighting from a European was from that dude. And in the language, there's actual university reports of the language that they're speaking. Mokele Mimbe actually means rainbow. So, yeah, there's a lot going on here. Trade the Explainer has a fantastic video on the Mokele Mimbe. But apparently there's more sightings. There's some footage of one in 1992. We'll link that in the description. But according to the National Geographic, people living in the basin have apparently been seeing the mysterious creature with more frequency. So, what do you think, Jake? If it's people living in the basin, do you think it's just years of having it programmed, or do you think it's real?
I don't know. So are the reports actually coming from the people themselves saying that they saw this dinosaur?
Yeah, from the tribal people.
But you also said that word could mean rainbow.
Yeah,
So, my thought is, are they maybe saying they saw a rainbow and people misunderstanding it? Like, there's is something lost in translation? Or they're, I mean, I'm just, that could be just me misunderstanding what I heard there, but...
there's people in the basin. I'm just throwing in the facts.
Yeah.
Some additional knowledge. But according to the National Geographic... the people who live there are saying they're seeing it.
So they are saying they're seeing a critter.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. See, that's my thing. There's I don't know. Is it I don't know enough about their culture. Just hear eyewitness reports or more of a. Well, maybe I don't know. It's the same with people who, have any kind of creature sighting, like the, what was that, flat-faced alien thingy?
Oh, Flatwoods Monster?
Yeah, like the Flatwoods Monster. That could be their Flatwoods Monster, or their Jersey Devil.
Yeah, just that little, folklore of the town.
But my only thing is, if it's this, everyone has a cell phone now.
Yeah.
And a camera, and...
I know they're out in the Congo jungles, but nowadays...
The Jersey Devil, it can fly, but this is... If we're talking about a brontosaurus, and didn't we just see a brontosaurus skeleton the other day?
Yeah, we went to the museum.
That's big. That's a big
animal.
That is someone, they have... I know someone's flown over there, man. It would stick out like a...
Well, according to the
camouflage, but
according to the 1992 footage, where they're flying overhead, they have video of it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't believe it.
But
You know
yeah,
what?
like, how's
We'll
it
watch
been
it.
long alive? That's another thing. Like reproduction. Like if they only saw one of them, granted, how has it been alive since? If it's remained alive, how's it?
In such a small area with so little genetic diversity.
Yeah, and like how's it like not? Well, why is there not teaming with them if it does like actually reproduce and stuff?
Yeah. You know what? What we'll do is we'll watch this footage on our break. Here is Easy by People Corrupting People. A Denver, Colorado band. We played a show with them. It's I don't know what
Few
really.
shows. Yeah,
Yeah,
few shows.
I don't know exactly what happened, so I'm gonna stay silent.
Yeah.
It's a shame from what I heard if that's true. What happened with them?
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak to that. I don't know their
Yeah.
circumstances, but
I do know a good
sad.
With how big the band is, I think the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know a lot of those people are still working in the scene. But yeah, going back to the Mokele Mimbe video, Jacob, what did you think of that video? The 1992 footage with the Japanese expedition.
And I'm like, that's Tokyo TV looking for a dinosaur. Okay, this is Tokyo TV we're talking about, so they like their crazy stories. They're like
Yeah.
they're kind of like it's kind of like British or even American journalism, but yeah, it zoomed in. It zooms in on the water. I thought it was going to catch something like walking like around in the forest or something, but it zooms into the water, and my first thought was it's just an elephant.
Yeah.
Like when it zoomed in, like it looked like it was a trunk.
Why would
moving
it
up
be
and down.
swimming in the water? It's a fucking sauropod. It should be grazing on fucking leaves, right?
Yeah, and
It's stupid. I don't believe it.
yeah, I think it was like an elephant going through like a more medium body of like not exactly swim. They don't straight up swim, do they? I know.
No, they had.
They're fucking heavy.
Yeah, they're really heavy. They were probably somewhat buoyant, but like
It was maybe
they were more of like. They didn't really live in swamps, from what we've been reading. Like, not reading, but seeing from specimens. I don't believe in it. I think it's a fun fantasy. But
Yeah, like I could see how, like I could maybe see how it was could be seen as like a neck rather than a trunk.
Oh yeah.
But like the shape just said elephant to me. Like that was just my first instinct there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just don't believe it. So Jake, we're coming to the end of the show. What do you think of Paranormal Burnout Radio?
No, I like it. This is a good time.
It's a good time. It's a great way to just listen to new music for us. Hopefully for you guys. I guess we are going to be posting this to YouTube. I don't think we're going to have this on podcast. I don't think there's a way to really pull it off on there without the music going away. But we don't have a Patreon at the moment. But it is here on YouTube. Once we get to 100 subscribers, actually, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, do you know what we're doing, Jake?
What's that?
We're doing Paranormal Burnout Radio in Tokyo. For real. From a real Tokyo's Love Hotel.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we'll be that's when we'll be introducing cameras. So if you ever want to see video, get us up to 1,000 subscribers and Tokyo trip. What do you think?
Hell yeah.
We'll do a whole Paranormal Burnout Radio special on Japanese underground punk rock and kaiju and yokai and Japanese ghost girls.
Fucking A.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to talk about coming up on the show? I know you're kind of, I took a lead on the stories, but you're kind of an occult guy.
Yeah.
And a far fringe politics person, too.
Yeah, I'm to be, sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied here. Just so we're clear, I don't endorse any of the wacky fucking ideas I talk about. I think most of them are absolutely batshit insane. But yeah, I'm my two areas of specialty are fringe religion and fringe politics. And when we're talking, and sometimes those things coalesce, and sometimes in very nasty and dangerous ways. But I know all about it. I've in my early 20s, I kind of immersed myself in kind of the online occult world, and I met a lot of people with some with the very good ideas, some with very, very bad ideas, and I learned a lot. Though I learned a lot about just the that culture, and at the end of the day, I'm a skeptic, but there's some weird shit out there, and there's some people that believe in some really, really odd things.
Oh.
Not all of it bad, but people believe in some really odd things.
Oh, very
Like
odd.
if you think Mormonism, Scientology, and evangelical Christianity is kooky, whoo, you haven't even seen you're not even scratching the surface. This is.
I think it's going to be exciting diving into that kind of stuff, listening to some cool music. If you guys got music, you can send it to paranormalburnoutradio@gmail.com.
And we're hoping the YouTube algorithm doesn't decide to give us any trouble with putting these songs in.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way.
If not, I'm sure there's some platform.
Yeah.
But we'll try YouTube.
I'm not too worried about it.
That's the only thing that kind of spooks me is because I just know YouTube's a jerk.
If we ever want to make money, we'll do a Patreon or something. And then we'll do extended playlists. And monthly EP mixtapes. But either way, I've been Jade Stephen.
And I'm Klaus.
And this has been Paranormal Burnout Radio. We're going to leave you tonight with our music, Burnt Toast Cosmonauts, Super Mecha Death Christ. Have a good one.
Peace out.
Son of God in a robot body. Holy as the holy body. Super mega death Christ. He has come to save your life. Super mega death Christ. He has come to fuck all the Nazis' wives. And how he loved them. Giving them all 12 inches of his communion. Get ready for the redistribution of his immaculate holy ejaculation. The alt-right, super mega death price, taking up the alt-right, super mega death, fucking up the alt-right, fucker! My name is Jesus Christ, and I got you for a good Christian American, then I urge you drowning that fucking racist, sexist, transphobic bullshit. Like, you know, I died on this cross for all you fuckers, and then your fucking red cap wearing faggoty little ass has to come out there and say, I only love a small percentage of you. Now get off your fucking high horse and go back to Bible school. Fucker! 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 Fucker!